Welcome back to another tutorial lesson from Ayers Academy here on a tennis court in Boca Raton, Florida. It's a little windy today, so just bear with us. But the topic today is protecting your torso with a middle block. Now there are many blocks, many ways to redirect an assault, an attack coming in straight at your body, at your torso. But we're going to look at one particular block today. Now in Okinawan karate, and there again there are many styles of Okinawan karate, 32, maybe 34 styles. They have two primary blocks. One is moving this way, or it could be even here, which you see like in Isshinryu karate. The style that I've been practicing since 1980, Shobukan, that block is done this way. It's almost like a half of a circle going here. And so that's one primary block. And there again, the other block that we're going to look at, that's one we're looking at today, is this block coming from outside to in, which we would call the chop block. But it's just another block for the middle area, the torso area. There again, high, middle, low. Low meaning groin area, because there again in Okinawan karate, everything's wide open. It's not a sporting event, so we're looking at self-defense. So the middle block area, there are once again there are other middle blocks, like so, to block and counter, but we're going to be looking at this particular block. Now, for practice sake, for you at home, all we're going to do is looking at just standing at a kind of a relaxed position, hands on the upper thighs as if you're relaxed. And the way the block would go is, and they're going to, if you're starting with your right hand, I'll start with my left. The movement is kind of like this. First, I do make that fist as I come up, like so. And I want to come up so that this arm, or my forearm, is perpendicular to the ground. And then I transition into the actual movement of the block. Now there again, my fist, once I make the fist should be no higher than the area between your chin and your lip. So I want to come to about right here. And as I go across my torso, the whole time, the goal is to keep my forearm perpendicular, meaning 90 degrees with the ground. 90 degrees, come over with that block. And I'm going to go just enough to block my torso. I don't want to overdo it, because then I'm kind of like wasting energy, wasting time. There again, middle block. Up to about the height of the chin or the lip. I've made my fist, and I'm coming over. Up, and I'm coming over. Now, when I do this, in my mind, or in your mind, what you want to do is always lead with the elbow area. So in other words, I want to make sure I lead with this area going over. Right, like so. If in my mind I'm leading with my fist, this may happen, which is a major no-no. Then something could slip in, and they're still going to get me. It could be a knife, what have you. And there again, on that note, I have another playlist called Knife Defense. On that Knife Defense playlist, I have a video using this particular block, blocking a knife attack coming in. So you can also look at that. I will be adding more videos to the Knife Defense playlist coming up soon. But with the middle block, let's just see if we can practice. Let's do 20 blocks together. You start with your right hand, right arm. I'll start with my left. Hands are on the thighs. Up, and then twist. Up, and then twist. And there again, I'm twisting my body, not just the arm. Up, and twist. Up, and twist. There again, I'm pushing my shoulder into the block, it gives me more power to make the block actually happen against could be a large opposing force coming in, right? And just alternate back and forth. Let's do about 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about 20, but you could practice this over and over. And there again, just imagine something coming in at your torso, and you're gonna block it. Now, one thing to bear in mind, I could use this block as I come in and step forward. Something's coming at me, I could block and then counter with a punch, right? Block, counter with a punch, and it's done. So let's just say, for example, that we have a knife coming in at us. And there again, you can look at that other playlist that I do have, and I'll be coming out with more of these, but let's say a knife is being thrust at my abdominal region. Block and counter. It's done within a matter of 1 second, right? I'm not trying to take my opponent to the ground and wrestle. The whole goal is to end this whole scenario as quickly as possible. I could step back and block. I could actually sidestep and pivot and avoid and still block using that middle block, that chop block. Now, in doing so with the chop block, the unique thing about this one particular block for the middle area is you can transition from a block into an offensive movement in a nanosecond. What do I mean? Something is coming in, I sidestep, I block, back fist. We covered the back fist earlier in another episode. Block, back fist. I can step forward, same thing. The opponent is coming in, block, back fist. Block, back fist. So they're going this particular block, the middle block, the chop block, outside to in, is very, very useful for attacks or assaults that are coming in at your torso. If I'm finding myself going up here and doing this, then that's getting into a different block. And there again, after doing enough training in a nanosecond, you would know not to do that. You'd go into this, which we covered before. But there again, for today, we were just looking at the middle block, the chop block of Shogokan Karate, which is another Okinawan style of karate. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, give me a comment. And there again, Ayers Academy from Boca Raton, Florida. And thank you for bearing with us on this windy day.